Hello, fight fans. Welcome to our new video. In our first story, we take a closer look at Aljamain Sterling, who recently revealed something that caught fans off guard. After defeating Brian Ortega at UFC Shanghai, Sterling said that he received a message from none other than Sean Ali, a fighter with whom he had previously shared a heated rivalry. What made this stand out is the fact that Ali, instead of holding on to bitterness, chose to send a message full of compliments. He praised Sterling's performance, calling it creative, strong, and beautiful, which left Aljamain almost stunned. Sterling even admitted he wasn't sure how to respond, joking that he simply double-tapped the message instead of writing back.
Mali sent me a message. Let me read it. This is what he wrote me.
Holy shit, you look good. Nasty job. Creative. Strong, beautiful performance. Wow.
I just liked it.
Aljo just likes it. You're an asshole.
I was like, I don't know.
Nicest message. Aljo just double taps.
What am I supposed to say? Like,
Bro, like,
Thanks, bro.
I should have said, take my fucking picture off his podcast. He's got my head on it.
Moving to the next topic, Sean Ali didn't stop at sending Sterling a respectful message. Shortly after the fight, Ali shared a video clip of himself drilling choke escapes in training. This may not sound unusual on its own, but fans immediately connected it to Ali's own recent struggles in fights where submissions had been a weak spot. For him, the post carried a layer of humor and self-awareness, almost as if Ali was poking fun at his past while showing that he's still working hard to improve his game.
Okay, just stand up, bud. No, nothing else to do but stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up. Just stand up. Here you go.
Now we turn to Tony Ferguson, a name that has been synonymous with chaos and unpredictability in MMA for over a decade. After enduring a difficult stretch of 8 straight losses, Ferguson finally broke that streak, but not in the UFC cage. Instead, he made his mark with a win in his professional boxing debut. For many fans, this victory was a glimmer of the old Tony, the fighter who thrived in adversity and always brought something unorthodox to the table. In his post-fight comments, Ferguson didn't shy away from bold claims. He declared that both Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov are scared of him, suggesting that even today, with his career seemingly past its peak, he still poses a threat to the biggest names in the sport. Ferguson's call-outs quickly caught the attention of Dillon Danis, a longtime friend and training partner of Conor McGregor. Danis attended Ferguson's post-fight press conference and shared his reaction to those bold claims. While he showed respect by acknowledging Ferguson's victory and the effort he put into his boxing debut, Danis was quick to downplay the idea of Ferguson facing McGregor in the boxing ring.
You could bring Conor two misfits and fight him in boxing.
Oh, he's scared shitless of me. That dude doesn't want to fight me. Same thing with that Conor and Khabib. These are the two fighters that I've loved to want to fight. I got dossiers on both of them. That scares the shit out of them, and you know what? They just don't want a part of it. They do, then we'll find out a way how to do it.
He doesn't want that fight. No, but I like Tony, but he doesn't want to get hurt. I mean, Conor's my boy, you know, one of my brothers. So
Tony?
I like Tony a lot, and he won tonight, but I don't know if that's the path he wants to take.
To be real, we had the same management, so they knew how I trained, where I trained, and how, you know, bouts went. And they tried to sample that, and it didn't work for them for the longest time. They knew how fucking deadly I am when I really put it in there. And I'm that guy with the red lipstick that kind of just goes right there, and he's that guy. I'm a sniper when it comes into it.
You had conversation about fighting.
For Ferguson, this wasn't just bravado. It was his way of reminding the world that he is still relevant, still dangerous, and still chasing the big fights that could cement his legacy even further. The spotlight then shifted to Islam Makhachev, whose rise continues to capture the attention of the MMA world. Recently, a training clip surfaced showing Islam working from the bottom position, which is often considered a disadvantage.
Поспешил ты за съемками, мне кажется. Поспешил за съемками, Джамблат.
What made the footage stand out was how calmly and smoothly he transitioned from being controlled to securing a slick choke submission. The technique drew admiration from fans and fighters alike, as it showcased not just his strength, but his technical precision and adaptability. Many were quick to point out how well his skills are translating to the welterweight division, suggesting that Islam is not only maintaining his dominance, but also evolving to meet new challenges. On his podcast, Robert Whittaker gave his perspective on the upcoming matchup between Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev. Whittaker made it clear that he favors JDM in this fight, particularly in the striking department. According to him, JDM has the grit, the guts, and the determination needed to push back against Islam's relentless wrestling and ground attacks. He argued that in a pure striking battle, Jack holds the advantage, especially over a 5-round fight where Islam might be forced into striking exchanges.
I'm going to go Jack. I think Jack has that X factor. I think he has the gut, the grit, the determination to fight the takedowns, to fight the ground, the takedown attacks that Islam is going to go for. And I think in a striking fight, straight up, Jack is better. I think he wins in the hands. Yeah. I think Jack's got the better game to strike over 5 rounds than Islam does as well, especially if Islam is trying to go for takedowns during the fight. I think, and this is people sleep on Jack's grappling game. They sleep on his jiu-jitsu. I don't think Islam is going to be as gun-ho with the takedowns as everybody believes, because Jack has that level of offense off his back. From the things that I remember seeing in the Volk fight, their first pairing, I see the fight potentially going that way, but I think Jack's in a better position to take advantage of the things that Volk couldn't. I think he's got better hands, especially over 5 rounds with the longer arms and the reach, especially considering Islam's going to be trying to close that distance to get closer. Jack's tight fighting is so high level. Honestly, skill-wise, I think they both have their strengths. I don't think either one of them is overly superior in any which way. Islam would be a better wrestler, but Jack has the grappling to kind of threaten that. Not to mention, I think he's got the type boxing to make him pay for anything he doesn't pull off well. Yeah, I do think Islam has got the kick superiority, and if Jack doesn't address that, which he hasn't in a lot of his fights, the kicks, he's going to get kicked a lot, okay? Islam likes throwing kicks. He used that very well against Volk as well. I think that's going to be a game plan of Islam, is try and wear him down with those kicks, take a takedown when they see him, but I can see him really going heavy in the kicks. External factors aside as well, Jack has nothing to lose.
No, he doesn't.
You know what I mean? As well. And I think Islam's got everything to lose. He's the hottest prospect right now in MMA.
Yeah. Whittaker's analysis, however, sparked plenty of backlash online. Fans in the comments and on social media were quick to challenge his perspective, with many insisting that Jack Della Maddalena does, in fact, have much to lose, namely his championship belt. Some accused Whittaker of bias, pointing out that, as an Australian himself, he would naturally side with another fighter from his country. Others mocked his statement that JDM had nothing to lose, arguing that losing a title in your first defense to someone moving up in weight could be devastating for a career. The Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship also made headlines, but for reasons that had little to do with the action in the ring. Their event in Budva was dramatically cut short when severe weather swept through the outdoor venue. Just minutes after the event was supposed to begin, scaffolding collapsed, creating chaos and leaving several people injured.
Videte šta se sve desilo ovde? Hitno! 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 Oh, fuck. Vamos, hitno! Hitno! Doktori! Hitno, ajmo! Hitno! Doktori! Čovjek je ozađen skroz. Doktori! Dejane, pomozi mi!
the scene was described by Conor McGregor, who happened to be in attendance, as one of the wildest storms he had ever experienced. He admitted that he quickly left the venue once the severity of the situation became clear. The incident raised new concerns about the safety of hosting combat sports events in outdoor arenas, especially when unpredictable weather conditions are at play. Finally, Michael Bisping weighed in on the shocking incident involving Raja Jackson and pro wrestler Syko Stu. On his Believe You Me podcast, Bisping did not hold back. He stated plainly that Raja is in serious trouble for his actions, but he also added nuance to the discussion by pointing out how toxic live chat environments on social media platforms can influence people to do reckless things.
He's in a lot of trouble. And I'm not making excuses for him. I'm really not in what I'm about to say. But like social media, chats, whatever you want to call it, they're so toxic. And as I said, I'm not making an excuse for him. But clearly, according to what Brian just said, that's kind of like influenced him and made him want to prove himself, to show the world that I'm not a pussy and I'm not a bitch. You want to see what I'm capable of. And again, it's not an excuse. It's not a reason either. But still, it's so toxic out there in the world of social media and message boards and the YouTube comment section and shit like that, and kick streams, I'm assuming that's what it was, right? Hell, man, do you know what I mean? It's like, don't encourage someone to do that. I mean, sure, granted, he's his own man and he should not have done that. He should not have done that, simple as that. So as I said, there's no excuse for what he did, but him, and it sounds like I'm justifying him. I'm not. I just want to make that clear. Not a greater conversation, because what happened there surely is shocking, but it's a conversation that needs to happen, and people need to be more accountable for what they've put out there in the world. You know, and again, I'm not making excuses. Don't get that twisted. I'm really not. And I just hope that this, number one, he makes a full recovery. Sounds like he's going to be okay, and they can redo the teeth, and he can get some pearly whites like mine, and he might end up even with a better smile than what he had. I hope Rampage doesn't end up in some weird way getting sued throughout all of this, because, you know, I'm sure his son hasn't got money, but Rampage had a tremendous career with a lot of money, and you know how these, what do they call them, ambulance catchers?
All right, fight fans, that's all for today's video. If you want to stay up to date on MMA and UFC news, you can subscribe to the channel. See you in another video.